In this tutorial, we will take a look at the first evaluation criteria, availability. Availability should be the first thing on your mind when you try to find resources. You need to be able to actually access the resource itself in order to do your research, and finding out where you can get the resource is an important first step. As mentioned in earlier tutorials, the library here at Wayne has a lot of resources, but not everything, so you may have to request some materials through OhioLink or SearchOhio. It is important that you start looking for your research early so to give yourself enough time to request items and have them be brought here before your deadline. Now let's take a look at a couple of records to review an item's availability. Here you can see the record of a book in the University of Akron catalog. The circle highlights the item's availability. The first box shows who owns the item. In this case, the book is owned by Wayne. The second box shows the item's call number, which will tell you where on the shelf the item is located. The last box tells you if the book is available or not. In the case of this book, the book is listed as available. However, the book may be listed as checked out, in which case it will list when the item is due back. This date is not a guarantee, however, since the person who checked it out may turn it in late, so it may be better to just request the book instead, so to give yourself a better chance of getting the book soon. Here's a record for the same book, but this time in OhioLink. OhioLink shows which universities owns the book, and as the circle highlights, the University of Akron owns a copy. The first column lists which university owns the book, while the second says where at the university the book is located. In the case of this book, it is located here at the Wayne campus. The third column is blank in this example, but if there was an online version of the book that you could read, a link would be available here that would send you to that ebook. The fourth column lists the item's call number, and the fifth gives the item's status. Like in the last example, this book is listed as available. One note about OhioLink is that a book may be listed as local use only, which means that the university has chosen to not allow people from other libraries to request the book for one reason or another. This is uncommon, but keep it in mind as you do your research. Now, if you find a book owned by the University of Akron in the OhioLink catalog, you will have to request it through the UA catalog. You cannot request books owned by the University of Akron in OhioLink unless that book is checked out through the UA catalog. If you can see that the University of Akron's copy is checked out, then you can request the item through OhioLink. Here are just a couple additional tips for you in regards to availability. Again, start early to give yourself enough time to find resources and evaluate them. If your paper is due in 2 days and you need a book from Ohio University to finish your paper, it is highly unlikely that we'll be able to get it for you in time, so please set aside enough time in case you need to request items through OhioLink or SearchOhio. Another tip is to remember your search strategies. Not every resource will be a winner, so you want to make sure that you have a backup plan in case you need to find more. One way to do this is to write them down. That way you will be able to repeat your search in the future in case the items you find are not appropriate for your research. In the next 4 tutorials, we will be talking about authority and credibility.